Did you hear that Florida football is imploding? Because I heard it this week. I thought people were joking, but they weren't. And so when I got done laughing, I said, oh, you're serious. Okay, well, give me the evidence. I'm willing to hear you out. And then they gave me the evidence. And then they said, all right, we're finished. And I said, I see no evidence. You told me some things. I don't see evidence that the program is crumbling. I actually didn't even know they had started making their argument yet. So here's what's happened if you missed it. It's been over the past several days. What happened is, and this is crazy, so follow me. 3 coaches left Florida. They didn't quit football. They left Florida for jobs in the National Football League. You've heard of that. That's the one they play on Sundays. You had Kerry Colbert, wide receivers coach. He goes from Florida to the Broncos, not Boise State, Denver. You had Patrick Toney and Will Pegler go from Florida to the Cardinals. Not Louisville. They went to the Arizona Cardinals. And that equals the program's crumbling and people are abandoning ship. Most of you on message boards have not a single second of nautical experience under your belt because I really get the sense you don't know what it means to abandon ship. I don't really think you guys know what it means to jump ship either. Normally, when you're going to use that vernacular, it means people are either taking lateral moves or they're downgrading or they're just jumping in the ocean. They're just saying, forget it. Nothing, no job is better than where I'm at right now. Best I could tell, please correct me if I'm wrong, best I could tell, these dudes did what you would call professionally upgrading their situation. They went to the NFL. I have watched it happen with other coaching staffs over this past cycle, and they were accurately described as career advancement moves. But you see, other programs didn't play terribly on the field last year in every case, and Florida did. So, of course, what do we remove when you don't have the best of seasons? We remove benefit of the doubt. Look how shaky the chalice is right now. That's how people feel when they watch Florida. So there's this group of people out there, and this probably doesn't come as a shock. There's this group of people that think Billy Napier is a dud hire, and Billy Napier is not going to get the job done at Florida, and Billy Napier, blah, blah, blah. So anything that he does and any remotely negative headline that comes out of Florida, it's just this indictment on Billy Napier, and it's a further indication that this program is fading off into the abyss. They could be right about Napier's future. They could be wrong about Napier's future. But in the meantime, regardless of whether they end up being right or wrong, there's going to be this ocean of anecdotal evidence that they swim in. Same way as if you think a guy's going to pan out and little sporadic, completely coincidental things happen and you say, see, I knew he had his act together. It's like if your uncle, Earl, is on the street corner. We've all been there before. Uncle Earl's on the street corner, and he sees pigeons fly away from a building. And then 10 minutes later, the building's burning to the ground, and Uncle Earl says, I knew that building was about to burn to the ground. Those pigeons should have told us all. The pigeons just flew away because they're pigeons, and they fly away. It happens multiple times every day, Grandpa Earl. So let's get you to bed. You didn't necessarily foresee anything. There are sometimes just things that happen. Pretty much every college staff deals with churn in some shape, form, or fashion, and it's not an indication at all about what the future holds. Correlation and causation, you know that whole thing. So there's no guarantee Billy Napier is going to be a success there. There's no guarantee he's going to be a failure there. I'm just saying, whenever we figure out what the answer to that is, I don't foresee us going back to 3 assistant coaches going off to the NFL and saying, that was the canary in the coal mine. It's called February. That's what it's called. And it's called needing something to talk about. If I really wanted to enrage people, I could even sit over cross-legged in the corner and let everyone just exhaust themselves hating on Billy Napier. And then I could say, this could be a positive, couldn't it? And they would say, what do you mean a positive? And I would go, they went to the NFL. NFL doesn't hire trash. All this is telling me is Billy Napier knows how to put together a darn good coaching staff. And that's what I would do. Now, I don't smoke, so I would literally use the pen, but I need to add it for effect. Cam Newton has done such things in the past. There's already a compressed window for success. And it's kind of stupid sometimes, and especially if you're not already a proven coach. There's an even more compressed window for success. Basically, You used to cook in the oven, but now since we have a microwave, people want to pop it in the microwave, and that's not how success actually works. And if you come from the Sun Belt, if you're not Nick Saban, if you don't already have a proven track record, then they somehow find it logical to give you less benefit of the doubt and less time. I can't change that. I can tell you it's dumb 8 days out of the week. I can't change that. What I can do is just humbly suggest, though it may fall on deaf ears, don't add to it. Don't add to it by participating in this nonsense. If his coaches quit on him, if his coaches left to go coach at Florida A&T, yeah, that's a red flag. That's something worth talking about. Kendall Briles is now the offensive coordinator at TCU, whereas he was the offensive coordinator at Arkansas. That was worth talking about. And we did pretty thoroughly on the show. That's worth talking about. Billy Napier doesn't have guys leaving and going and taking pay cuts and going to lesser jobs or at best equal jobs. They went to the NFL. There is literally no higher rung on the professional ladder than the National Football League for a lot of these guys. It's happened since these two sports have existed next to each other, and it will continue to happen. Kirby's going to lose them. Billy Napier's going to lose them. And you'll call one of them a genius that is springboarding guys to success, and then you'll call Billy Napier a guy on borrowed time. Thin ice with hot blades down there in Gainesville. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Make sure you like the video, and please subscribe to the channel. Not just for me. That's how we keep this entire thing free.